Greetings and a warm welcome to this conversation that we're dubbing Let's Talk Conversion. My name is Colin Dow and I will serve as the host of this evening's conversation as we speak of the conversion by Republic Bank Limited. With me this evening is Mrs. Naomi Diali. She is the Managing Director of Republic Bank Grenada Limited, and also Ms. Kalawiti Bikram Singh, I believe I got that right, yes, who is the Managing Director, Credit, Republic Bank Grenada Limited. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you.
And as we explore, but I should say before we explore this conversion, I would just like to ask Mrs. Diali, who's actually the first female Managing Director of Republic Bank Limited. She was appointed in April, as many of you would know. And I would just like to inquire, it's been 6 months. How has been these 6 months?
Indeed, it has been 6 months. Flew by quickly because we have a very busy agenda for the bank. I'm not quite new to Republic because I've been working with Republic Bank for about 26 years now, and was seconded in 2017 to Republic Bank Barbados Limited as the General Manager Credit and Enterprise Risk. I returned home in March to take up the MD position in April. So really exciting times for Republic Bank Grenada Limited, and I'm pleased to be leading the team there into that conversion exercise that we'll be talking about this afternoon.
Beautiful. And you said 26 years. Obviously that you joined at age 15. We need to investigate child labor here. But you know, you've been around for some time. Kala, I think it's slightly different with you from the standpoint that you are a little bit longer in the position in Grenada because you joined in March, I believe it was, of 2020, and then we locked you in by something called COVID. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Share a little bit with us on your history with the Republic Group.
Okay, so, well, you talk about child labor, so you may really have to go back because I have over 35 years experience in banking. Prior to Grenada, just before, I worked in Ghana for 2 years. I was the general manager for risk there. And prior to that, I would have worked in several departments, the last being in risk at our head office in Trinidad. Okay. I worked primarily over the last couple of years in credit, and that's in the loan stream.
Okay, beautiful. And again, welcome to you both. And let's start talking conversion. Mrs. Diali, you're the head honcho. As far as we know, the acquisition took place in 2019. We're here in 2021 talking conversion. I thought conversion took place in 2019. Clear up, what is this process we're referring to?
That's a very good question, Colin, because first let me say, as a regional player committed to regional integration and advancement of our Caribbean people, this conversion exercise that Republic Bank has embarked on sees the culmination of that journey that started in November 1, 2019, when we first rebranded the former Scotiabank operations to our Republic Bank Blue. So back in 2019 November, our focus was to ensure that as little disruption to our customers as possible. And as such, we operated on the Scotiabank banking system with the same products and services which our customers are accustomed to. However, in January of 2021, we communicated to our customers around the extensive changes that will be associated with the full conversion from Scotiabank banking platform to Republic Bank suite of technology products. So this Let's Talk Conversion series is designed to give insights to our customers on what to expect on this from this conversion exercise, as well as to post on our website that customers will be able to assess the main points shared on this program this afternoon. So briefly, the conversion to the Republic Bank suite of technology products means that there will be some changes to various products and services, including our credit and debit cards, our ATM services, our point of sale services, and by that I mean you go to the supermarket and you swipe your card You enter a PIN and you pay for your service, so that's point of sale services. And then the mobile and internet banking, in-branch services. So you come to the branch and there will be new fees, and that will be geared towards encouraging you to use the digital channel as opposed to coming to wait for a teller service. So those are the in-branch services that will change, as well as statements and notices. So there will be new look and feel for those statements and notices.
Okay, thank you. Let me just confess. I am an old customer and I'm a new customer. I am an old customer because I do bank with Republic Bank Limited and have for some time. I'm a new customer because I did bank with Scotia Bank, and now I am a new Republic Bank customer. And you're saying that there will be changes to the debit card. So let me put on my old customer hat. Will my ATM card from Republic, traditional, will that change now as well?
Definitely not immediately, because we're going to take the conversion step by step. So the two newly acquired branches will have their conversion happen first, but very shortly thereafter our focus will be on the 6 branches of the what we call the original or legacy Republic, so that you will enjoy the same international debit card that the new branches will be enjoying.
Okay. I guess we just need to get to this and get it straight off. Will my money be safe with this conversion? And money safe means, well, one, I have it and I remain having it, as little as it may be, that is. But also, would I continue to have access to my monies throughout the conversion? Because that is important to us as customers.
Yes, I want to assure our customers that their funds are safe with Republic. And as we successfully transition from the Scotiabank system to Republic Bank system, we will ensure as little disruption to your services and access to your money as possible. Of course, conversion weekend will require some inconvenience and will give you advance notice when those things will be happening, how you would need probably to take extra money from your ATM, via the ATM from your account to store up for the weekend, but we'll try to make that transition as seamless as possible so you won't be inconvenienced by the conversion.
Okay, we hear you that the money is going to be safe. I was one of the fortunate persons to get my new blue card, which I can show off later, all right? With that though, I was told that I should store at least 12 months of past statements. Why is that if we are speaking of a safe transition, a safe conversion?
And that's a reasonable question. Consider the business customer who has to prepare their financials for the bank or for the Inland Revenue Department. And when we transition from the Scotia platform to Republic platform, you will no longer have that history on the Republic platform. So it will be safe and wise to store that 12 months of history electronically. So when you come to doing your books, you have all the information you need via the stored information that you would have had.
Okay. For the customers who would have over the last year and a half gotten a Republic card, that's those who would have come over via Scotia, received a Republic card, do they need to get a new debit card, a new credit card, and if so, why?
Yes, they would need to do so because, as I mentioned, in 2019, when we acquired the Scotiabank operations, to ease the transition on customers, we maintain the Scotiabank banking system. And so it's true for all our service offerings, inclusive of our card business. And as such, when we convert to the Republic banking platform, there will need to be a reissue of all the debit cards and all the credit cards because you're now dealing with a new platform. So notwithstanding, you may have had a blue card 3-4 months after the conversion after the transition in 2019, you would get another blue card. You'll see some interesting features with it, but you'll get another blue card because we're now on a new banking platform.
Was it a failure on the part of Republic that not every customer receive that blue card? Because I have encountered some former Scotiabank customers who still have that bright red Scotia card. Why weren't they converted at the same time?
We're really dealing with a transition only if it's necessary, you will have a blue card. So for instance, if your card expired, you would need to get a blue card. If your card is red and it's expiring into 2022, then you don't need to have that blue card at the time. So that's the reason why we'll have that phased transition since the transition of the new branches.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Naomi. And Kala, we come over to you. What else can customers expect with this conversion?
Well, Colin, we have lots to talk about. Firstly, your account number will change to a new 12-digit number, and you will also receive a unique customer ID, and that will enable you to register for online banking. Right? And Naomi would have mentioned earlier that we are introducing a new debit and credit card, and right, so you will also get new numbers with that, and also with that, it carries the contactless feature. And with this feature, Colin, you'll be able to tap your card from your wallet or within close proximity of the terminal. Naomi would have spoken about the point of sale. Mm-hmm. So when you just tap within close proximity to pay your bill, and it's up to a certain amount, but it has that flexibility, so you don't need to fish it out of your wallet. I'm sure when you travel abroad, you would have been, excited when you saw them, just tap it. Right. So you'll have that feature here. And also to mention as well that when the bank announces that customers can use the new cards, there'll be no need for you to return to the bank to have the cards activated. So you would have mentioned that you went in and you collected your blue card. Mm-hmm. So it's just for you to keep it safe. And when the bank makes that announcement, it's for you to then use your new card. You don't need to do anything else, and you can then destroy your old card. Okay. And Naomi would have also mentioned that your credit card will also carry a new account number. But also with that new account number, you will get a PIN mailer that is separate. So you'll receive that separate. And that PIN that you will receive, it's for you to memorize, and that will replace the old PIN that you would have been using.
But can I just interrupt you here a bit? I heard new debit card, and typically when I go on to my bank, I put in that card number in order for me to access my account. But you spoke of a customer ID. Are we moving away from using that card number to some other system in order to access that online banking system? So
that customer ID will allow you to register on online banking. So that will form part of the process. So once you go through the process and you register, when you go back in, that will be your ID to access your online banking.
Okay. And with the credit card comes a new credit card number, you're saying?
Correct.
Along with a new PIN that I need to learn?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Right?
Okay.
That you'll have to remember. So it's a lot to remember. Right? So, but you have to take note, because if you don't do it, then you will have some problems or hiccups after conversion. So as you emphasize on the new account number, it's important to remember to update any online subscriptions that you may have had on that credit card, say like a Netflix, any bill payment service, or any automatic payments that was set up on the old card. You will need to establish that on the new card.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And I would have already mentioned the contactless feature, which I saw you got excited about. And I also want to mention that customers will also enjoy extended interest-free period. And yes, it is extended interest-free period. And also increased daily purchasing limits. So you can spend more during the day, right, with the new cards. And we will also maintain certain features. And I know some customers, including yourself most likely, will be anxious to hear what will happen with the AA Advantage miles.
Well, it seems like you have been reading my mind, because as soon as we start talking conversion, the first thing I went to is my Advantage miles. You just have to have it, have to have it, have to have it. So please, yes, tell us about that. So
rest assured, you will have it. It will continue, and you will not lose any miles.
Beautiful.
Right? So it will just continue. And more details, features, and the benefits of the credit card will be shared during a series of programs that we'll be running in the month. Naomi would have mentioned that, we're running a series of programs. So those programs will go in depth into, all the the features and benefits.
Okay.
Right? And we also touched earlier on the internet and mobile banking platform. It's also new. And Colin, I'm sure you'll also be excited to hear this feature. You know, sometimes we're driving down, say, to Grenville, and the fisherman just pull up with his boat, and you want to get some fish, and you realize, but wait, I don't have cash in my pocket, neither do I have my card. And you might say, oh gosh, I'll have to go back without buying some fish, from some fresh fish at that.
Right.
Right? So, but we have a solution for you. Right? With the platform, you can withdraw funds and you at the ATM without your card. So you go and do, you know, what you need to do, and you will get a code. So you go to the machine and you enter that code, and the cash will be dispensed to you.
Okay.
Or say, for instance, you know, you're in your office and someone, you know, your son, a child, a loved one call you and say, hey, I need to get some cash. You can go and do what you need to do and send them the code. And they can also go to the machine and enter the code on the machine, and you'll be able to withdraw funds.
So no wallet, no problem?
Easy. Correct. It's that easy, right? But in order to be able to do that, what do we need to do? So what you'll need to do, because it's a new platform, you will have to re-register for the service. So what does that mean is that when we go live, we will, for the existing customers who have already registered on online banking, will receive an email notice inviting them to self-register. The process is simple with easy steps to follow, right? So you start and it will just prompt you and you will go on. And of course, if you have any issues, we also have helplines that you can call or people that you can contact. And new customers who wants to experience, you know, the new offerings, they can also self-register online. But important to note for the customers who are already registered that they will need to re-enter or re-register. So you will need to re-enter your personal data, your automatic bill payments, and other payments. So yes, I know it will be a little tedious, but because it's a different platform, the customers will have to go through and re-enter all the data, right? But once you re-register, I can assure you it's secure, it's easy, and you know you have access on the go, like I just mentioned to you, the contactless feature, right?
Let me just follow up a little bit. You mentioned bill pay. So will we have same access to the utility companies, for example, that we typically would want to pay through account transfers? Will we still have access to all of those convenient to us without any charges, that type of thing?
Yes, all those features will continue. It's just you need to re-register on the new platform.
Okay, and if I'm understanding you correctly, right now as a Scotia customer, I don't ever remember. So I put into Google Scotia Grenada, and then that comes up and brings me to a Republic Bank page where I will start accessing my online account. You're saying that no longer Scotia Grenada, but rather straight to that Republic Online.
And that's correct,
okay.
Yes. Right? So I mentioned about the ATMs. We'll also have a new ATM interface, step-by-step screens to access funds from your account, other features, balance inquiry, funds transfers, etc. Those things remain. And lastly, we'll also have a new format for account statements. You know, it will outline all your transactions by date, merchants, etc., make for easy reconciliation, etc. So Colin, lots of activities taking place, a lot to remember, you know, but if it is that, you know, we follow, if you're not sure, we ask the questions, it, you know, should be as seamless and as painless as possible. We want to make the process, you know, as seamless as possible.
All right. Again, let me just ask, I'm cheating, of course, because as I said, I'm an old customer and I'm a new customer. So I am aware that as one who are the new customer hat, former Scotia customer, when I do a point of sale transaction with my debit card, within a day or so, I can see that transaction if I go on to the online banking. At this particular point, if I do the same, I don't have that similar type of access. Well, I certainly don't with the online banking with Republic Bank. Would I lose that convenience, or will the new platform be able to show me my basically in real time the transactions I'm carrying out with my debit card.
That's correct, Colin. You will be able to see it real time.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And then the other question, of course, one will ask is, will I now have access, instead of only 2 services in St. George, will I now have access to the other 6 Republic Bank facilities come launch dates, December 1 or whenever it takes place?
In the initial stage, unfortunately, no, but you will have that once the 6 branches, what we call the old branches or the legacy branches, when that conversion takes place, then you will enjoy, that seamless service through all 8 branches. Okay. So yes, there'll still be a separation, but hopefully it will be for a short time. So within, as Naomi mentioned earlier, within a short time frame, the plan is to convert the remaining 6 branches, and then all the branches will be on the same platform.
Beautiful. Thank you so very much for those clarifications. Viewers, it's a lot to digest. So while I digest, let's take a break to give you some time to digest. We'll be back shortly.
Republic Bank remains committed to providing all its valued customers with high quality and personalized service in a safe and comfortable environment. In order to maintain COVID-19 protocols while serving you, it has become necessary to arrange an appointment with your relationship officer or the customer service representative at your branch for the following products and services: loans, overdrafts, credit cards, new accounts to include savings, checking, certificate of deposit, and foreign currency, reactivation of dormant accounts, and private banking for existing customers only. You may also log on to our website, complete the application form for the service required, and submit via email to your specific branch. Requests for appointment can also be emailed to customerservice@republicgrenada.com or via private message on our Facebook page. For private banking service, kindly contact your specific branch via telephone. We look forward to welcoming you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to this conversation that we've dubbed Let's Talk Conversion. The guest in studio is Managing Director of Republic Bank Grenada Limited, Mrs. Naomi Diali, and with her the Managing Director of the, I gave you a promotion there, Carla. The General Manager of Credit, Kalauti Bikram Singh. And before we jumped off, we were speaking a lot of the benefits of this conversion. What I would like you to share with the viewers now is what is really the process. I think some of the staff members have had access to the new cards, but for John Public, how do we get the card? How do we know when to get the card? Where do we go to get the card? If you can share those with us.
Sure, Colin. So in light of COVID and the requirement to have social distancing and that sort of thing, we are starting the debit card rollout first. So we're taking it incrementally, progressively. So this debit card rollout will be done outside the branch network because of the need for the safety protocols to be adhered to. So what we have done, we have moved to offsite at the Radisson Crown Ballroom. And we have set up a station there with about a team of 12 to 16 staff, and they are ready for the distribution of cards. In fact, we started on Friday last for some VIP customers and staff to start getting their cards. And you mentioned you already have your new one. Congratulations.
Well, I don't know about the VIP part. You slip that in
That
there.
is your VIP. So, VIP Colin, you have your new card. So what we'll be doing, the members of our customer care team will be working through the list of customers, getting in contact with the respective customers to advise them where and when to collect their debit cards. And when we're done with that process, then we'll turn our attention to the credit cards. So quite a bit will be happening for the upcoming weeks, and that's why we're engaging in this interactive conversation now, so that customers will know, will have their ears peeled to the social media page, to the website, so that they'll know when the time to collect their cards. They'll be getting email notification as well to collect their debit cards and eventually their credit cards.
Okay. I mean, we're speaking of John Public, but we do know that quite a number of the customers, with the new Republic customers, I hate calling the old name because that we have extinguished that one from Grenada, so let's remove it from the lexicon. But the business entities that banked with your Halifax Street branch and the one in Grand Anse, what type of differences can they expect as they now move to this new platform and as they are fully integrated into the Republic Group family? Right.
So that requirement for the business customers to get acquainted with the internet banking platform, because it will be a way to do most of their businesses while sitting at their offices. So you need to send a wire to your supplier. You could do that on your internet banking platform, and the backend will take care of the process. Even for the retail customers, they could use their mobile banking app or the internet banking platform to send monies overseas. We will be having on that platform as well the feature that customers could send. You know, we have our ECCU region has the EFT, or the electronic funds transfer product. They could do that transfer now right at their desktop or their laptop or their iPad via the internet banking. So no need to have to journey to a branch. In this event that's called COVID, it has taught us so much. The need to interact less with each other, unfortunately. It goes against the grain of us as Caribbean people, but it's necessary to keep ourselves safe. So a lot of the digital channel offerings will be geared towards like a self-help. Help yourself send monies overseas, help yourself pay your salaries, upload your salary listing via EFT on the platform, send monies get credited to your staff automatically. So really to ease persons into the idea that I do not need to go into the bank for everything. Mm-hmm. And I could do so much now online. And for the new branches, some of those features are not new, but I really love for the legacy branches customers to really experience this new platform, because they will be getting a lot more than they have right now, and that's the excitement.
We are going to touch on the legacy group in a bit, but let me ask, I guess, on my own behalf as well as for business entities, are we saying now by utilizing, we're reducing on costs, increasing on efficiency by staying at home, using desktop to do these transfers regionally, as opposed to coming into the branch to do a wire transfer, which we know costs? So would there be some benefits in that regard as well?
In terms of fees?
Yes.
There would be a fee attached to SWIFT transfer or whatever wire transfer you require. It will be competitively priced. At the end of the day, it's the convenience you focus on, the convenience of not having to leave your office or wherever you're located, the speed in which your transaction could go through because you're doing it via internet banking, and not so reliant on interaction with staff who probably have 20 other requests that they have to now put into the queue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, you did mention legacy, and legacy can look forward. So are the legacy branches, legacy customers, would they have to undergo a conversion as well? And if so, what's your projections?
Yes. So we would first deal with the two newly acquired branches at Halifax Street and Grandans located at Steeles Complex. Once they're settled and their systems are successfully converted to the Republic suite of technology platform, then we would turn our attention to our legacy branches, the other 6 branches, to integrate them into the new systems. And our hope, and not hope, our timeline for doing that is in early 2022. But we'll be communicating with our customers at the legacy branches when their time have arrived. So it's imminent, and it's quite a lot to look forward to. In the meantime, they could read up, go on the website, get to know what's coming, and if they so wish, come open an account at the 2 branches that I've mentioned, Halifax Street, Grandans, and start experiencing the offerings now. They don't have to wait for when legacy branches come on stream. So in that way, they could carry those 2 accounts simultaneously.
Carla, let me just bring you in, because you did give the range of products. One of the things that you shared with us was that for the new customers at the newly acquired branches, they would have new account numbers. Right. Would the legacy customers also undergo new account numbers, or will they be maintaining the old account numbers as they move on to this new platform?
They will also be getting new numbers as well, because it will be a different platform.
Okay.
So the legacy branch has a separate platform. The new branch has a separate platform. So what we are converting the new branches to is a totally new platform.
Right.
So the legacy branches will be going through a similar conversion.
Okay. And so they too will have new account numbers, etc. That would impact credit cards and the like as well?
Oh. Not the credit cards.
But just but the acquisition of the debit cards and new account numbers.
Well, on the legacy side, we will now be issuing the debit cards.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Understood. Naomi, if I'm to come back to you, what else or what again can we expect with this conversion process, and when?
Okay, so we want to continue providing information to our customers as part of the education process to prepare them for that conversion process. So we will be providing information via radio, press, the website or website, direct emails, and social media messaging. So because of the current pandemic, and there's so much information being pushed through electronic media, some of those messages might be missed. So if we stick only to emails, you may find I have 10 emails, I look at those that's most interesting, and those from the bank, I'm not sure why the bank is contacting me, they might ignore it. That's the reality. So to avoid that, we want to use the whole gamut of communication, and that's why we now embarking on that proactive communication campaign to start that education process, so that at the end of the day, we could have a very seamless transition into the new technology platforms. And so the customers who have missed this interview and other information that we would have shared, they could still enjoy listening to other programs. We have others coming up for the month of October, quite a bit. They could log on to our website at www.republicbankgrenada.com. Or they can, then they can, when they get onto the platform, then they would click that link, Let's Talk Conversion, and that's where they will see all the video clips where we have discussed tonight all the interesting, exciting stuff about our conversion process. And that link will be updated periodically with ongoing infomercials on other aspects of the conversion, because we have not shared everything tonight. We are going to let it out of the bag slowly so that persons will be able to digest the information over time. So it's a process. And all of this is getting the customers ready for conversion. So when we signal that we are now converting by so-and-so date, your debit card, your new credit card will now become operational, then it's a go. Ready and seamless.
Okay, beautiful. I'm going to ask for closing comments. I'm going to start with you, Carla, with your closing comments, and then I will come back to Naomi, but I believe I will be neglecting my responsibilities if I don't ask Naomi, as the Chief Honcho MD, what do you say to your legacy customers who might be a little bit jealous as to this first conversion by the newbies and then coming to them. What are some of the reassurances that you'd like to give those customers?
I would like to reassure the legacy customers or long-standing Republic customers that we have not ignored you. We are doing all we can to ensure that we bring change to the products and services that you currently avail of. They will be exciting, there will be new digital offerings that will make it seamless to bank with Republic Bank. Please be patient with us. We are coming in 2022, hot as ever.
Excellent. Closing comments, Carla?
So Colin, I mean, this is exciting times for us at Republic Bank, and the eventual conversion of all 8 branches will allow us to offer cutting-edge technology to all our customers, and they will no longer be segmented. We look forward to working with our customers to make this transition as smooth as possible, and that's the goal of having all of these sessions, to try and make the transition as smooth as possible.
Beautiful. Naomi, you have the final comment?
Thank you. So we are excited about the conversion process, and we really look forward to engaging our customers more on this journey to conversion. Here are our contact details. You can email us at conversion@rfhl.com or call us at 1-473-440-4725. And you can also obtain information on our website, www.republicbankgrenada.com. Stay in tune, stay engaged, lots coming your way, and we really, really appreciate your continued loyalty with Republic Bank.
Ladies, thank you so very much for sharing on this, the first edition of Let's Talk Conversion. And to you, the viewers, thank you so very much for tuning in. Hopefully you were enlightened. Exciting times ahead as members of the Republic family. Take good care, stay safe, Godspeed.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future, and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Republic Bank remains committed to providing all its valued customers with high quality and personalized service in a safe and comfortable environment. In order to maintain COVID-19 protocols while serving you, it has become necessary to arrange an appointment with your relationship officer or the customer service representative at your branch for the following products and services: loans, overdrafts, credit cards, new accounts to include savings, checking, certificate of deposit and foreign currency, reactivation of dormant accounts, and private banking for existing customers only. You may also log on to our website, complete the application form for the service required, and submit via email to your specific branch. Requests for appointment can also be emailed to customerservice@republicgrenada.com or via private message on our Facebook page. For private banking service, kindly contact your specific branch via telephone. We look forward to welcoming you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.